MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Arrows and the Blazers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Jimmy Painter, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First pitch on its way. Rolando Valido is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Alton Kramer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Kramer takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ballgame. Chet Tierney is on deck. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Chet Tierney. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. A windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds and doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
First pitch, a check at first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Standing in now, Antonio Nunez. Got him reaching for the first pitch as this is pushed foul off to the right, 0-1. Tierney is off of first with 2 away. Throw over over to the bag, and the runner back safely. One pitch on its way. In there, now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Jose Rosales will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Standing in, Richard Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
One and two now. Now here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate now, Nori Dizzy. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
No, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
1 out, nobody on. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. So now to the plate, Scott Jordan. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Ball one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The next 3-2. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Standing in, Leon Richardson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's out. Ball that's outside.
A runner on first with 2 away. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
In now, Wade Zimmerman. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider. 1-2. Here it is. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0. Now batting, Antonio Nunez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Nunez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. This year against right-handed pitching, Nunez has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And it's quickly 0-2. So far on the year, Nunez comes into action sporting a slugging line above 650, and that's not something you see every day. Truly an elite power bat. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Muhammad Butts, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to lead pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Stepping in now, Caleb Grabo, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Runner goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, it's pretty frigid out there, and I don't know the science behind it, but it seems pretty difficult to get to full speed when it's this cold. Hard to say, but maybe that had a little bit to do with that caught stealing.
1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Richardson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Junior Rodriguez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Rosales has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that doesn't.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Zach Zimmer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 home. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Standing in now, Jimmy Painter, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that sticks out.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1 home. Chopped in front of home plate. And there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 13. Richardson.
Coming to the plate now, Richardson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope, ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Nori Dizzy would be next. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
3-2.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. At the plate now, Nori Dizzy. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Blazers are out in front 2-0. So stepping in, Bull Jr. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Junior.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is foul for the first strike.
Ball one.
Lays off the sinker here. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he takes a called strike 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Sinker, 3-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 3-2. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Ro, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Ro, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Andrew Zavala is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Weak grounder back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Jose Rosales.
The pitcher, Jose Rosales, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 1 out and a runner on second base. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. hit down the third baseline. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
To the plate now, Rolando Valido, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Weak grounder down the line at third. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Scott Jordan. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
So now to the plate, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Batting average down in the low 210s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he's back standing. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Count is 1-2.
Nobody out, runner on first. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. A runner at first with no outs here. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now to the plate, Leon Richardson. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So digging in now, Wade Zimmerman. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
From the belt, the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Junior Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Up top, it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0 on the way.
Ball that time.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Softly hit toward the hole. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alton Kramer. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Alton Kramer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into center field, line drive base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now a throw over, and he's back easily. In now, Chet Tierney, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Antonio Nunez, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
At the plate, Muhammad Butts. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, first baseman, Caleb Bravo.
Now at the plate, Caleb Bravo. First pitch coming, here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Grabo stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box, manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in 2 things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he'll get back in safely. Has a look, now the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Vole Jr. He singled his last time up. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's a ball.
And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Runners are at first and second with one away. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. One there. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
At the plate, Andrew Zavala. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First pitch on its way.
0-1.
He's set. The 0-1.
Ball.
Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Zach Zimmer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1 for count.
The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Ready with the 0-2. Nope. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Regardless of the result right here, To be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Into the box now, Jimmy Painter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late fight on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Richardson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1 count and the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Rosales.
The pitcher, Jose Rosales.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Armando Valido will swing it from the left side right here. Third baseman in tight protecting the bunt the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Richardson is there. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 12, Alton Kramer.
Ready now, Alton Kramer. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1.
0-1. Count is 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Nori Dizzy comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Dizzy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Not shortstop, Scott Jordan.
Striding in, Scott Jordan. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tierney is there, 2 down.
Now back, first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Striding into the box, Mad Dog Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Ball 2. 2-0.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
To the plate now, Leon Richardson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Oh, and 2. Here it is.
Nope. That's inside.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
At the plate, Wade Zimmerman has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
From the stretch.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-0. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miguel Santana will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Ready for another chance? Chet Tierney. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Chet Tierney.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And now pitch on the way. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. The pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Antonio Nunez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Skied into straightaway right. Richardson back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 11, Mohamed Butts.
Stepping in, Mohamed Butts. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Caleb Grabo, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 1-0. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Zavala. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Mexico City leads it 3-2. Tiny Bird enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that will bring in the second baseman, Junior Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Zach Zimmer.
Ball 1.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it. but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he gets the call there, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Once again, a 3-2. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
Alejandro Rosa will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Alejandro Rosa.
A ball and no strikes. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now it's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the one out.
Stepping up now, Richard Richardson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going as they take the lead 4-3. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Into the box, Nori Dizzy, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Hit well on the ground to first, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Now batting, shortstop, Scott Jordan.
Into the box now, Scott Jordan, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Christopher Meadows will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. At the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He doubled his last time through. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Three runs already home here. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. As a look, now the pitch. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's now 5-3. Leonel Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Devin Myers is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Diaz, originally from Honduras in Central America. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now back, second baseman, Rolando.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Rolando Valido. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Digging in, Alton Kramer. First pitch on its way. Now the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he popped him up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Hank Hampson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Hampson.
Last half of the 7th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Leon Richardson. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, catcher, Zimmerman.
To the plate now, Wade Zimmerman. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back. Set. Here's the 0-1. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Runners off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
Fly ball out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The batter, number 7. Second baseman, Junior.
Now at the plate, Junior Rodriguez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Zach Zimmer.
Zach Zimmer will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Colt Snow will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. This is line to left. Junior is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Lonnie Overstreet will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Leading off the inning, Chet Tierney, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. And he fouls this one off. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Now at the plate, Antonio Nunez. First offering on its way. Slow roller down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready now. The pitch. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. 1-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Runner goes for second. Grounder down the line at third. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
So now to the plate, Mohammed Butts, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Pitch out, nothing doing. Inside and low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Has a look, now the pitch. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 2-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Michael Robinson takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Caleb Grabo will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he got him.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate, Bo Jr. He grounds it sharply to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Angelo Love is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Trevor Lauderdale will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. In now, Richard Richardson. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Popped up. Lauderdale has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Nori Dizzy.
Digging in once again, Nori Dizzy. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here comes the 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Riding in once again, Scott Jordan. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Dizzy rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Ready once again, Mad Dog Jackson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
A man at third with one away. And he lays off for ball 1. And that misses. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run. And they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Here's the first pitch to him. Leon Richardson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
A ball and a strike now. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Grounded to third. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit. No errors, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. The Blazers on top 7-3. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Andrew Zavala. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Zavala.
First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
The third baseman, number 8, Trevor Lauderdale.
Digging in, Trevor Lauderdale. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Rolando Valido runs up and gets this one down. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Batista takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Batista.
Settling in now, Alton Kramer. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First offering on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Batista, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-0. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, that didn't take long. Comes in and gets the first batter he faces to hit into a game-ending double play. That's what you call efficiency, folks. Nice save.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Portland rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Miguel Santana gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 7 runs to 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.